Okay, Q&A continues now. Edwin, a few months ago, we received our carrier authority, and we have set up with the factoring company. Okay. Been working with the dispatcher company, but very unhappy with it as they keep my driver parked for 2 to 4 days at a time. We are losing money, and they are slow to respond back. Should I be seeking a dedicated freight broker or freight broker agent to get loads? All right, Edwin. You got a lot of information here. All right, so you're a trucking company now. You're working with the factoring company. Now, if you've heard any of our past podcast or watched any videos, you know when it comes to a broker, I'm pretty much anti-factoring. You're giving your money away. We got something came in from a client the other day, and it was actually from a customer the client had set up with. And in their packet, they were selling the idea, hey, don't use your factoring company for our loads. We'll pay you. We'll quick pay you. We'll give you, we'll pay you quick for 4.5%. That's more than factoring company usually. It's kind of funny. You don't need to use those overpriced factoring companies. That was to a trucking company that we're talking about. But anyway, I thought it was kind of comical. Don't use them. Use us. We'll give you a quick pay. We won't charge you an arm and a leg. We'll just charge you 4.5%. I don't know. Anyway, let's get past that. But dispatch company. I can't believe they're letting your driver. That's free money. There could be situations. Is the driver just saying, no, we're not going to do that load? I won't do that load. Because even a dispatch service, they're watching that load board. They're trying to find something that they can put on that truck. But if the driver or whoever keeps on saying no, what are they to do? It's not really their fault. And I'm not really a pro dispatch service either. I think, if you're going to be a dispatch service, go ahead, take the next step, become a broker. You're going to make more money. The reason people usually start a dispatch service is because they're too lazy. Too lazy, don't know how, don't want to, don't care about going out here and finding their own customers. Matter of fact, we don't have time to get into it today, but there's an article that was in Overdrive magazine on their website anyway. We're going to be, I think we're going to have a special podcast only coming up here in the next few days. Because there's an article in there that says, key to better freight rates, speak your broker's language through data, business confidence, and market knowledge. And the reason this concerns me, they got people from truckstop.com, they got DAT, they got an owner-operator in here. A lot of people talking about this and that and this and that. Here's how you negotiate with the broker, blah, 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 blah. I'll go over it. Negotiating with the broker is not difficult, Matter of fact, we have a lot of trucking companies when they come into our training at TALTOA, and because they're wanting to start a brokerage, not only to have a additional stream of revenue, but at the same time they're learning how a broker works. They're learning techniques. By learning a broker techniques, if you're a trucking company, you can counter whatever they're doing. You see what I mean? You know what's going on. You know the full picture now. But anyway, we're going to be talking about that coming up here. It's going to be a special podcast. We're going to be talking about that article because it's painting a picture. I'm not saying that there's not truth, but it's not the whole painting. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Bob Ross. Okay, put a few lines on it. Okay, it's starting to look like a tree, but until you fill up the whole canvas, you can't really see the picture. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill in the canvas with this podcast coming up. But anyway, back to Edwin. Yeah, that dispatch service. I can't say it's their fault. I can't say it's your fault. There's a lot more to it, but they're slow to respond back. Have they always been slow? They may just be getting tired of you hearing your driver or whoever it might be saying no. Anyway, You go on to say, should I be seeking a dedicated freight broker or freight broker agent to help me get loads? No, Edwin. Yeah, you're going to come up with brokers you want to work with on a continuing basis because you get to know them. You've built a relationship. You know, you can get certain loads from them. They're going to be fair. You want to find a good broker, in other words. You've got to find your own customers, though. That's the trick. Okay, now let's say you're paying this dispatch service 10%. All right, 10%. Maybe you're moving, I don't know, $20,000 worth of freight with them a month. Okay, you're paying that dispatch service $2,000 for getting loads for you off the load board, which is also add to that another 15, 20% or whatever, because the broker, they're getting their money out of that. You'd save more money and make more money by hiring someone to be a dispatcher for you direct. To get out there, drum up some business. Your operation should be set in such a way, your business plan should be set up so your account, your customer base is right there near the base of your operation. That's where you are going in. You may not have enough trucks. You only said we just looks like maybe one truck. Keep my driver. You talk singular, not plural. So yeah, you're not going to be able to go in and sit down to a contract, but you're going to be able to deal direct with shippers on a per shipment basis. In other words, they'll make loads available to you, and if you want to haul that load, you can, and you're going to get 100% of the rate. You're not going to get 80, 85% of the rate. So that money is what you're going to be making. But if you get somebody to do that for you, they work for you. You have control of them. You're paying them. Yeah, it may take a couple of months to get everything rolling. But they're going to be, that's their job. If you get a dedicated freight broker or freight broker agent, you're still losing money. You're giving away money. The only time you should be working with a freight broker is when you need a load to relocate that equipment to a destination you really need that equipment to be. In other words, a backhaul.